哎呀，一刀下来，一些动的，哎呦我的妈呀，一二三，完了。
Northern China is dealing with a serious flooding emergency right now, and the images coming out of it are honestly hard to watch. Two major areas are being hit especially hard: Chengde in Hebei Province and Shenyang, the capital of Liaoning Province. Let's break down what's happening. It started in Quancheng County, part of Chengde, on July 12th. A massive burst of rain hit the region, and within hours, the situation went from heavy rain to genuinely dangerous. Water levels rose fast, faster than a lot of residents expected. Streets that people walk and drive on every single day turned into rushing rivers. And we're not exaggerating when we say rushing. Footage circulating on social media shows muddy floodwater tearing through entire neighborhoods with enough force to actually pick up parked cars. You can see vehicles getting shoved sideways, drifting down the street like they weigh nothing. That's how strong this current was.
这几乎就都泡了，我的天！就这一溜，这西门这一面。
家人们啊，沈阳市于洪区渤海路万科公园大道附近啊，大家看一看。
For anyone in the area, it must have felt surreal. One moment you're on a normal city street, the next it's a flood channel. Several residents described being shocked at just how quickly everything changed. But the danger isn't limited to the cities. Chengde sits near mountainous terrain, and that adds a whole extra layer of risk. When you get this much rain, this fast in hilly or mountainous regions, you're not just looking at street flooding. You're looking at flash floods, landslides, and mudslides that can wipe out roads and infrastructure with very little warning. Local officials responded by ramping up inspections in high-risk zones and mobilizing emergency crews. Rescue teams were sent out to check on residents, clear debris and obstacles from waterways, and support broader flood prevention efforts across the county.
好好的滴水，看见了没？
哎呀！
干啥呀？人家车不干呐！看看英语的车，什么车？丰田吧？哎呦我操！这什么车？哎呦我操！哎呦我操！太牛逼了，这车！
Now, just one day later, on July 13th, the crisis shifted to Shenyang, a major city and the provincial capital of Liaoning. This round of rain started building in the early morning hours and quickly intensified, catching a lot of commuters off guard right at the start of their day. Shenyang Meteorological Department didn't hold back. They issued a high-level rainstorm warning, urging residents to prepare for urban flooding, standing water, and disruptions to transportation. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Roads pooled with water, cars crawled through flooded intersections, and visibility dropped for drivers trying to navigate the storm. Videos from Shenyang show streets essentially overwhelmed, water rising faster than the drainage systems could handle, creating headaches for traffic control and putting real strain on the city's infrastructure.
看这堵着呢。这边都是，桥上也有，大道上也有。都在这儿呢。
淹了淹了。
In response, local authorities kicked flood control efforts into high gear. Teams began closely monitoring drainage systems, underground spaces, and major roadways, basically any location where water tends to pool and create hazards. Personnel were placed on standby, ready to respond the moment conditions worsened, all in an effort to keep residents safe and keep the city moving as safely as possible. Some public events and outdoor activities were also scaled back or postponed as a precaution, and officials repeatedly urged residents to stay away from deep water, strong currents, and other obvious danger zones.
这回彻底完了。
兄弟们，见过沈阳有这种情况吗？下这么大雨。 这回沈阳真能游泳了啊！可以钓鱼了，兄弟们。
记录一下啊，看他妈个山洪，报废。
So why is this happening? And why does it seem to be getting worse so quickly? Weather experts point to a pretty simple but serious explanation. Extreme rainfall events are dangerous specifically because of how sudden and intense they are. Even in cities with strong, modern drainage systems, if the rain falls faster than that system can move the water away, flooding is going to happen. It's really just a matter of physics. And it gets worse when the ground is already saturated from previous storms. At that point, the soil simply can't absorb any more water, so almost all of it runs off immediately, into streets, into rivers, into low-lying areas. In the mountains, that same saturation is what triggers flash floods and landslides, seemingly out of nowhere. The bottom line from officials and experts alike, stay alert, keep an eye on official weather updates, and don't take chances near floodwater, no matter how shallow or slow-moving it might look. Conditions in situations like this can change in minutes, not hours. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops. If you found this update helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more coverage on major weather events as they unfold.